So you want to eat healthier, but you find all the healthy snacks in your local grocery store are way too expensive. Well, I'm going to go through the 6 top alternative snacks you can go for that are super healthy and won't break the bank. And they're pretty delicious too. In fact, I'm eating one of them right now on this plate. So let's get into the very first one, which is apple slices with peanut butter. As you can see, I'm already eating them. It is 33 degrees outside in London. I am melting, but this snack is really hitting the spot. And why is it healthy? Now, the apple itself is high in fibre, has vitamin C and antioxidants, so that's why obviously apples are good for you, right? And peanut butter. A big note on this, because not all peanut butter brands are the same, so be careful. When you're shopping for peanut butter in the shops, make sure it's 100% peanuts, not oils, salts or sugars added in. You'll be really surprised that some brands throw in sugar into their recipe, right? So the brands that I like to shop for are Meridian, Whole Earth peanut butter, and also even the Morrison's own label do 100% peanut butter, which is the one that I'm using right now. It's delish. Now, in terms of costs, I have always loved the Pink Lady apples, but they can be a bit expensive. So of course you can find alternative cheaper apples, right? You don't have to do Pink Lady, right? I just prefer the taste. And in my local Sainsbury's, they are £3.50 for a pack of 4, right? And a peanut butter with 100% peanuts in my local shop is only £2. So when you just use one apple and like a tablespoon or 2 of peanut butter, that will work out to be about 95p for that snack there, which I think is pretty good. And if you're out on the go, if you have kiddies or whatever, or you just get hungry really frequently like myself, you can of course put these into little lunch boxes and bring it on the go with you. Yum. The next snack is even cheaper, and you may not have tried this combination before, but once you try it, you don't want to look back because it is actually pretty damn delicious and keeps you full. And that is a whole grain rice cracker with avocado, and you can add extra bits like cherry tomatoes or maybe some chili flakes on top, right? Rice cakes are of course low calorie, and I say whole grain because good to get whole grains in your diet because they will have more fibre and there'll be a low glycemic index. And I say whole grain because it's really good to have low glycemic foods in your diet. And low glycemic foods, what that actually means is they have a low glycemic index, so you won't get that mad spike of sugar in your blood and that you'll crash after eating the meal, right? Avocado is great because it's got the healthy unsaturated fats in there, and it even has vitamin E and B vitamins in there also, so it's jammed packed with nutrients. And for me, in my local shop, an avocado is just £1, which is pretty good. And a pack of those rice cakes are about £2. So when you take out 2 rice cakes and you half an avocado, it's going to cost you about 70p for that snack, which I think is pretty damn good. Number 3 are for the simplistic people of the world, the minimalists who just like the basics, right? And that is to have a boiled egg with salt and pepper. Now, it doesn't have to be boring. An egg, of course, is jam-packed with great stuff for you. Of course, you have to be careful to not eat too many eggs in your week because they do have cholesterol, right? But an egg has 9 of all of the amino acids jam-packed in there, which can help with your immune health and muscle repair. Now, 1 egg is 70 calories, which is pretty good when you think about it. So when you have a couple of those, you can have it with some toast if you're feeling like you need some carbs, right? We love carbs here on this channel. But having protein and fat in one food group, which is an egg, it can really control your hunger and prevent those cravings that you might have later in the day. I love to put some sea salt on there and some pepper, but of course you can mix it up and put like smoked paprika on there or have it on the side of some veggies or something, right? But even as their own, they stand strong in the snack category. For me, it costs £1.80 for a 6-pack of eggs, so if I want 1 egg, it will cost me 30p. Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying this video. This is just a little note to say that YouTube have killed my AdSense. They have deactivated it due to some bots which were clicking on ads, which is absolutely mental and insane. So I just want to be really transparent that I don't make any money from this channel and that I would love to continue to make videos for you guys that can help you on your health and your wealth. So with that being said, I've left a buy me a coffee link down below. It's just one of the ways you can help support the channel. So thanks guys, I appreciate it. Back to the video. The next snack group is one that is very refreshing on a sunny ass day like today, and that is Greek yogurt with some berries, and you can have some nuts or seeds sprinkled on top as well. Now, Greek yogurt specifically, I just want to point out this brand. It's called Fage or Faye. I actually don't know how you pronounce it. It's got a mad name, right? But it is jam-packed with protein. In fact, this is how much protein it has per 100 grams. And when you look at cheaper yogurts, yes, they're still great for you, but they will have a much lower protein content per 100 grams. So I like to boost my protein with this snack, right? And of course, it's rich in calcium, rich in protein, great base to have for sure. And then when you add in fruit, I'm going to talk about blueberries, I'm going to talk about strawberries. All of the berries family are pretty high in antioxidants. They're of course naturally sweet and they're high in fibre. So of course, keeping you full for longer. And then you can either add in nuts or seeds, whatever your preference is. For me, I love almonds, I love sunflower seeds, chia seeds, flax seeds. So whatever kind of seed and nut combination you like, if you sprinkle them on top, it will really boost the amount of fibre that you have there. And of course, they're healthy fats, and some of the nuts like walnuts have omega-3 in them as well. So they're really jam-packed with all the good stuff. Now this pot of yogurt can be expensive. It is £3.50. As I said, there are other yogurts that are really decent and low in fat as well, that are like less than £1, but this one is £3.50 that I like to recommend to people. So if I want about 100 grams of that in the bowl, it's going to be like 77p, which I think is actually pretty good. A punnet of strawberries here in the UK is about £2, depending on the shop that you go to. And if you have about a quarter of the punnet, that of course will be 50p added on top. So when you add in a little sprinkle of seeds and nuts, this snack is about £1.50, a little bit more expensive than the other two, but still very reasonable. When you go into any grocery store or convenience store on the corner here, you will pay like £2 or £3 for like a really sugary cereal bar, whereas these snacks here are packed with nutrients, will keep you really full, have protein, have fibre, have calcium, and will be better for you in the long term. The next one is a classic I think I have all the time, but some people don't eat them as often as they should, and I feckin' love it. It's hummus and carrots, lads, hummus and carrots. And if you're not a fan of carrots, you can of course have red peppers, you can have cucumbers dipped into the hummus, whatever your veggie of choice is. And hummus is a great source of protein. It has chickpeas in there, it's made with olive oil, tahini, which is like a sesame paste, some garlic, some lemon, so you know exactly what you're reading on the back of hummus. And of course you can make some hummus from scratch if you want. And these prices are based on the shop prices, so a little pot of hummus is about £1.50 here, which is pretty good. Carrots of course are high in fibre, they've got vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin K, antioxidants, have a high water content, they're great, right? We love a carrot here, and they're super cheap. A bag of carrots is about £1, right? So if you want 1 or 2 carrots, it'll cost you about 30p in this snack. And the hummus, let's say if we use half a tub. So again, this snack is going to be less than £1 for you, will keep you really full with the fibre. You've got a protein boost there as well. And of course, it's great to get that crunch with the soft texture of the hummus. Now, my last one is actually one of my favorite snacks ever to have. I was really lucky when I was about 15 or 16 that I went on this family holiday to Egypt, right? I'm still pinching myself that I got to go to such a cool place. Now, I was such a moody teenager back then for sure. And I remember standing outside the Sphinx absolutely roasting like I am right now in this heat, right? It was like 45 degrees in the desert, and it was the first time that I tried this snack, and it is a medjool date. Now, up to that point, I'd never even heard of a medjool date, but they are so much more delicious than all the other dates that you see in the market, right? And if you have a Sainsbury's or a Tesco or a Walmart, they all really stock this medjool date now because it's so versatile. You can use it in desserts, you can use it as a snack, which I'm going to talk about. And of course, they are full of natural sweetness in them. Yes, they can be quite energy dense, which means they're quite good before you go to the gym or after the gym as a boost of energy, right? About 2 dates is about 130 calories, so you don't want to eat the whole punnet, right? But having a couple of these are really great because they're really high in fibre, so you'll feel quite full after eating them. So in my local Sainsbury's, they are about £2.50 for some medjool dates in a punnet. You get about 8 or 10 depending on how big they are, right? So if you wanted 2 of these, it would cost you about 50p. Pretty reasonable. I have them by themselves, but of course you can split them down the middle. Take out the little stone thing, right? Throw that away, you don't need to eat that. And you can put peanut butter in there, you can put sea salt drizzled over. When you go on Pinterest, there's loads of great ideas for medjool date snacks. Oh my god, I'm getting hungry even talking about it. If you haven't tried them, let me know down below when you do and what you think of medjool dates. And have you tried any of the other 5 snacks that I mentioned? And if you have, what's your favourite, lads? I'd love to know. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll hope to see you soon. Bye!